First time in 11 years a team from Division 1 have appeared in the Scottish Cup final. Technically, Gretna, who got here 2 years ago, was still a second division club, having just won the title of that division.
Looking ahead, Hampden Park to welcome the finalists from the RAF as well.
Around 15,500 have made the 75-mile journey from Dumfries to support Queen of the South. Rangers, 27,000 fans inside Hampden Park. But the sun is certainly shining on their season, and 3 RAF Hawk fighters zoom across the sky as we approach kick-off time in the 123rd Scottish Cup final. Onside here is Boyd. Into the path of Beasley!
Won't get a better chance. Queen of the South screaming for offside there. But I think we'll see that Harrison left back plays Boyd on here. Harris is the last to get up. Lovely feet here from Boyd. Beasley doesn't have to break his stride, and he has to hit the target there. That is a terrific chance. Good spot from Boyd. Go on, help yourself. And he has to work the goalkeeper at worst there. First clean chance in the match, and Beasley's passed it up.
Header on from Boyd, looking for Dashfield, who's pace got him there ahead of Tim Thompson, in by Beasley, and Boyd!
Oh, it's a good early ball in from Beasley. It's a fraction too low, I think, for Chris Boyd. He has to get very low with his head here. Again, it's good set-up play, well won by Dashfield, good ball in, but it is so low. Boyd trying to find the top left-hand corner, and the ball always on the up. Terrific ball in from Beasley. Couldn't have knocked it in any earlier.
It's going to be teed up here for Chris Boyd. Oh, magnificent goal! A goal worthy of any occasion, and in the 123rd Scottish Cup final, Rangers' top scorer this season with a beauty.
But goalkeepers don't save them. Queen of the South have 5 in the wall. They have Robert Harris charging it. He's trying to get out as quickly as he can. And although that is the side of the goal that Jamie McDonald is responsible for, he can't save that. He can't be expected to save that. Always moving away from him. And Chris Boyd has caught it absolutely flush.
Dobie. Now Tosh. Looking to go it alone here, Stevie Tosh. Needed a save in the end from Alexander. And now Burns. He's got McCann on his outside, he'll ignore him, and instead look for O'Connor. Queen of the South looking for a penalty, and they were suggesting there was a nudge in there from Whittaker.
I think O'Connor felt it was blocked off as the ball came in from the right-hand side. Just an example here of the lack of pace Rangers have at the back. Quella can't make up the yardage there. Alexander did well to play sweeper. To O'Connor here as the ball comes in. One up at the back post. Just a little lean there from Whittaker. Would have been a soft penalty for me. Whittaker just makes sure he's not getting off the ground clean.
In towards Weir. So Connor, who manages to get it partially away. And Thompson and McCann have missed it. Beasley, 2-0. DeMarcus Beasley, who missed a great chance when it was 0-0, was making no mistake here.
Just a lack of communication between Jim Thompson and Ryan McCann. Some bread and butter clearance this. Player knocks it back into the mix. Thompson's coming onto it. McCann has to get himself out of the way. And Beasley's got time to get his head up and just use the inside of his foot. Gets a little bit fortunate, it goes under Jamie McDonald. But Ryan McCann has to allow Jim Thompson to come and head that the way he's facing. And looking at that replay, Jamie McDonald should do much better.
Delight, naturally, the goal scorer and the Rangers bench. Dobie into the path here of O'Connor, and he's got away from Cuellar, and a goal! Stevie Tosh has Queen of the South back into this final.
Well, O'Connor does absolutely brilliantly. I'm just surprised he doesn't go down here as he's challenged from Cuellar. Decided to stay on his feet and totally justified. Once he gets in here, he needs a midfield runner. And once again, it's Stevie Tosh. I don't know what part of the anatomy he's going with, but it's incidental. Queen of the South are right back in the game. O'Connor does brilliantly to hit the byline. And Tosh, as we say, midfield players go and gamble. And he puts in with his midriff. And all of a sudden, Gordon Chisholm's side are back in it.
Here's McCann. He's well to keep that in, and he's earned a free kick out of Papach. Green's on the front foot again.
And once again, it'll be thrown in by Harris. Nice angle again. Neil Alexander already saying to his centre-backs, hold the 18-yard line, hold it for as long as possible.
Huge roar from the Queen of the South support as Harris takes the free kick in towards Thompson. Unbelievable! 37-year-old Jim Thompson, the Queen of the South skipper, levels it up at 2-2 with a thumping header.
Well, anytime you send your centre-backs up, you have to give them something to go and attack. And Harris does this. It's a beautiful ball, and I don't think Alexander can come for that. I know David Weir had a word with him after the goal was lost. And Thompson coming in the angle is always favourite. But he had to give him something to go and attack. And Harris did that big time. Gets across the front of Cuellar, and Alexander rooted to the line. Gordon Chisholm can't quite believe it.
None of us can, Davey. Up got the heads, and in! Rangers back in front. Chris Boyd finding room. And his powerful close-range header giving Jamie McDonald no chance.
That's a super header, because he doesn't really get one of this, Chris Boyd. He's up off the back foot. I just wonder if the ball's long enough in the air for Jamie McDonald to come off his line and try and get something on that. And when he doesn't, he's relying on his defenders. And Boyd, from a standing start, gets up magnificently.
Cuellar won it there of Tosh, who picked up a yellow card a few minutes ago, Stevie Tosh. It's a header! Oh, and Jamie McDonald prevents a hat-trick goal for Chris Boyd.
Inquiry between the two Queen of the South centre-backs. Neither really sure who was picking Chris Boyd up there. He just drifted off Aiken, trying to get it back across McDonald.
Stuart Dougal's full-time whistle imminent. And Queen of the South's last opportunity, you feel, is now gone. It has. A difficult few weeks for Glasgow Rangers has culminated in the consolation for Walter Smith of a second trophy this season. It could so easily, Davy Provan, have been more, but has the best side eventually won this final?
Yeah, I think the better team has won the final, and I think Walter Smith will feel that too much has gone into this season to end with a disappointment here today. But you've got to hand it to Queen of the South, Kevin. I'm not going to patronise them by talking about moral victories, because they asked a serious question of Rangers by getting back into it when they looked absolutely dead and buried at 2-0 down. They did magnificently, and I think they played as well as they possibly could in the second half. But over the piece, Rangers certainly worth the victory.
First final since 2003.
A successful end to the season. Let's make some noise for Rangers.
Barry Ferguson and the officials. And it's Rangers who lift the Scottish Cup for the 32nd time in their history. Neil Alexander, how would he have known a few short months ago that he would have been in this position. Lee McCulloch didn't know whether he would be a starter in this final. Jean-Claude Dageville handing it to Stephen Whittaker. And Davy Weir, 38 years old. A few weeks ago he turned. Carlos Cuellar, SPL Player of the Season. Well, everybody wants a piece of the famous trophy, and why not? Christian Daly there, and behind him Walter Smith, who wins the Scottish Cup with Rangers for the 4th time. He was a player with Dundee United in the 1974 final. But he's got the name of Rangers Football Club back on most people's lips 16 months into his second spell. And a great moment.
Sky Sports Football. Feel it all.